Okay, what is going on, guys? Alex7 here. Welcome back to another test drive solo ground video. In this video, it's time to showcase the mainland version of my last video, which, by the way, if you haven't watched yet, I basically went over the possible locations that TDU3 could be if it was to keep the same island vibe. But just as promised, here's the video describing what it would be like if the next test drive game would be hosted inland. So let's get started. Now, while I was on Reddit earlier, I found two pictures that a user had posted, and these pictures were the user's idea of how the next test drive game would be showcased in terms of area. Now, personally, I do think that these areas are pretty damn large and would be very hard to honestly implement it, but nonetheless, it's still a very good aspect, and it does include a lot of the major areas of France and Brazil that should be included. But of course, putting a 68,000 square kilometer map into a game is honestly quite hard, considering fuel was 14,000. Imagine 68,000. It would take us a while to explore the whole world that would be there for us. So I decided to hop on Google Earth and try and figure out the best possible location that we could have. So let's go ahead and fly to Brazil, and let me show you guys my first idea. So welcome to the Brazil area that I have drawn up. Now, this would be an area of 2,400 kilometers squared, and obviously is based in Rio de Janeiro, which is, when everyone says Brazil, this is the main place they think of. I mean, you have off-roading, you have the landscape, everything. And let me show you guys exactly what this is all about. Now, of course, in this area, I've included this long strip. Now, this long strip could actually be deleted, but if an event that, say, you wanted to have this in for a long dirt race, it would be quite interesting to implement into the game. But of course, you have Copacabana, Rio de Janeiro, and just like Brazil, you guys already know the elevation is perfect. It includes cities, includes off-roading, which can make our experience very lively. And I wouldn't mind, in fact, not even wouldn't, I would love to honestly drive around this area. Taking a look at this street view, you guys can see that, well, it'd be beautiful to even drive in. You can have your condos along the side, you have your views, you have your houses, yachts obviously, and even exotic cars. Now, although Brazil doesn't have completely straight roads, let's all be honest, the bends and the turns while you're watching the view would be quite beautiful anyways, so I personally wouldn't mind if this is where Solar Crown would be hosted. And just a side note, if you guys didn't know, Forza Motorsport 7 actually had Rio de Janeiro, and I'll put up a picture right now for you guys to go ahead and look at. This does look stunning. So imagine this in the next test drive game where you can just drive your car, relax, park your car, get out, walk around, which, yo, if we could walk around, oh my god, that would be crazy. But anyways, the off-roading, the sightseeing, all of that, it would be quite beautiful. Now, just to showcase you guys what an optimal area would look like, for example, I can easily shrink this down to just 1,400 kilometers squared, which is another 1,000 less than the previous version I showed you. However, it still includes a lot of the significant areas in Brazil that would be needed into the game. But those are just my thoughts and opinions on Brazil and Rio de Janeiro. Now let's head over to France, well, southern France to be specific, and let me showcase you guys what I've created there. Now, France is low-key a bit different, and it's honestly a lot harder for me to even draw and find areas. Of course, when you say southern France, Monaco, despite it being its own country, you're gonna have to add in, because Monaco is Monaco. I mean, why would you not add it in? And from the yachts to the casinos to the driving, I mean, the F1 race is even there. So for them to implement Monaco into the game, I would be livid, especially considering that it does fit the lifestyle of Test Drive Unlimited. Now, of course, along the coast of France, you have a lot of other places that you'd be able to visit. However, when you take a look at the A8 highway that does pass through these areas, it'd be quite exciting because not only are the turns not that bad, you also have a large portion of uphill and downhill areas, which would definitely add to the thrill of the game. And as far as viewing areas go, the top of the mountain would be significant because it would showcase the whole area of the test drive game. And yet again, another beautiful addition, as it would add some bonus scenery points to the game. Now, what else I've included is Nice. However, Nice is a lot more flat, so it'd definitely be a good aspect for people who just want to do flat out racing with no hills or elevation, while still maintaining that beachfront access. Now, although when compared to Brazil, there isn't that much off-roading, there's still a vast amount of area that can be explored, and it would be quite interesting to have into the game. Now, I do want to remind you guys that none of this is confirmed. However, this is just a breakdown video going over the possible locations based on leaks that we had on where Caliton could develop the map. Now, personally, I do think that these two maps are more likely, but other than that, comment down below what your thoughts are, guys, and which one would you rather pick? Would you rather have Corsica or mainland France, or would you have Rio de Janeiro or the island off the coast of Brazil? Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, and like always, leave a like down below and subscribe for more Test Drive Solar Crown content. I'll see you guys with some new TD2 content coming soon. I'm Alex7, and I'm out, guys. Peace.